Well, the radar says the heavy stuff's still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Now Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
12.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Bourne going to go in motion right here. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Patriots at 9-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
You
talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
11-11. Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. In motion, right goes Smith-Schuster.
21.
On 4th down, Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some room to work. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. When you look at this Patriots defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They'll definitely say that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Omaha! Set. Here we go. 11.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Solomon Thomas made the
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Sheds off the tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Rodgers. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Smith-Schuster. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
11-11.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
21.
Jones operating from the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hardman on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down at the 28. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the ground with Hall. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
11-11. 21.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In motion, right goes Smith-Schuster. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Jones now on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go,
2nd and a couple. On the option, here's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Ball has it knocked loose. And now off to the races down the right side. McCole Hardman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Patriots 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, get set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and yard.
From the 30 on second down, Jones. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their... And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's a give to Hall. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
line of scrimmage. Once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Ball again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
27, Patriots 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will McDonald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A dump off to Elliott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That's good for us, Patriots.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road,